Hello, welcome to Hashtag Justice for HC. My name is Chris. The people above me and around me are various members, and there's a hidden person. Hidden. You'll never see him. He's hidden like...
He's the shadow member.
He's DLC that you can get for $14.99 a month.
That's right.
Oh,
Nice. That's right. He's Paragon. Yeah, sorry. Nope.
nice fell, Jim. Nice fell.
Yep.
You tried, and that's
I
what's
can't talk.
important.
Yep. And
That's
during
not
this
what's
episode,
important.
we'll of course be giving away our Cinco de Mayo skins for our characters. There'll be a giveaway in the chat. So
I am going to be wearing an El Mariachi uniform.
okay, I was gonna say, how many of us will be
Skin-
dressed
skin
as sugar
tight
skulls?
pants.
I'm hearing it.
My
Skin
character
tight
will be dressed as
Yeah, me
Luchador.
Nice, okay. We got all the luchadors we need. So, does anyone... Yo, Johnny, you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Does anyone want to tell him what happened?
He's very quiet.
Yes, he is.
I actually wasn't sure that he was talking.
I suspect he's not near his mic.
No, I am eating something, so I'm keeping the mic away from my face.
Okay.
Oh, so much happened.
So much happened. Someone please tell me what it was.
All those things that happened.
But let somebody else see what happened for once.
Oh, yes.
Nobody
actually
knows
did it
what
last
happened.
time.
Because that
I
goes
actually did
so
it
well,
last
Shane.
time.
'Cause that
Making me
goes so
feel
well.
good about my game, thank you.
I did it last time. I knew exactly what happened. There's even a record to prove it.
There is. Give me 4 hours. I'll tell you what happened.
4 hours, you could
Just
know what
somebody,
happened.
somebody, please.
Your sanctum is merging with Jim's Solar Forge.
I knew that was.
And so we need to... It's causing horrible like power fluctuations in the Solar Forge. It's like rippling out through other things. And at the same time, there was a
We had to
sentient
smack down a secret
AI
cryptocurrency.
who was trying to escape. He had been trapped in one of my family's Bitcoin servers.
He wasn't trapped, he was
It
trying to take it over.
It created Cyberpump. So Cyberpump was like its avatar. It was trying to reabsorb her, so she went to Gauntlet for help.
Mhm.
And we beat it up.
And it took control of several of the party members.
It took control of
Me.
my sister at one point.
How did that happen? Your sister's a normal human.
It could take control of all of the humans who answered their phones with some kind of
It
a
uses this frequency.
hypnotic frequency.
Yep.
They went to
And
this
I-
one website. It's addicting.
And balance. It took control of balance, and he started creating mental clones of things.
I brought a whole bunch of dead people back to life, sort of.
Yeah. It was pretty
Oh.
terrible.
So
And
it
then-
kind of ties into the vision I saw in the very first episode. Well done, Chris.
And then Weapon shut down all the power in the city because he got taken over by it.
Mhm.
So
Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah, yep.
I had to.
I did not shut it down.
I
It
remember
shut
now.
down the city.
After
using
I
my
told him
power.
explicitly not to do that.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So how many
I-
people died in the hospitals this go around?
No
Oh,
one.
I don't know.
No one.
Those numbers haven't come in.
There's a horse in the hospital anyway. So.
There is a
I-
horse.
Who took a horse to the hospital?
Why would they do that?
The voters.
Okay.
So
The
yeah,
vet was closed.
and then we beat up the cryptocurrency AI, and now we need to do something with the Solar Forge.
We're trying to decide what to do with the forge. Either do like a hard reset on it.
Okay, so there's a small problem.
But we've enlisted Nazis to help, so I'm sure it will go well.
there is one. It's a Nazi, and I don't think he's even actually.
I bet he has
and
friends.
he's actually not a Nazi.
There is no super science like Nazi super science.
Right. We all know this.
Mhm.
There's a small problem. with just
Oddly enough,
resetting
I'm
the
fine
forge.
with Nazi super science.
What?
That doesn't surprise me at all. There's a small problem with resetting the forge.
What?
See, we have several options. We can either
It depends on your definition of problem.
destroy the library. Well, because then you've let the dark bat into the forge.
I think the dark bad's already in the forge.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
in the
but do we
forge right
really
now.
want to stabilize the dark bat in the forge? I don't know that that's a good idea.
All
Could
good
be.
things must end, Empyrean. It's time for the New World Order.
Of the dark bat?
It's still only half.
Did you just say half dark bat?
It's half dark bad, half light.
Listen, the
We
solar
are not-
forge
okay.
is inefficient, and so we need to bring in the dark bat.
Right.
Oh my god.
That's why I let the dark bad in.
No,
Don't
stop
We're gonna
that's
take-
a good idea.
Look, we're going to take the solar forge and move it over to clean burning coal.
Yes.
Right. So that's
Oh.
a problem if we just sort of hard reset it.
Well, I remember correctly. I'm supposed to go talk to Sanctuary.
Or we could just destroy your library forever.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I mean,
It would be like me saying, "Hey, let's destroy." I'm not even gonna finish that sentence.
The solar forge? Destroy the good thing versus destroying the dark bad? Uh-huh.
Hey, my library is not all dark and evil.
It's just mostly dark and evil.
he's got a full collection of Beatrix Potter books. You want to destroy those?
Are they first
They're
edition?
first editions.
Okay, then
He's
no.
got the entire Hardy Boys collection.
That's right. The
Oh,
whole
man.
thing.
all 70-10 books.
70-10.
I don't even know.
I'm
That's a
just
really
saying-
big number. I'm pretty sure.
I'm just-
70-10.
I'm
I'm just saying, let me go talk to Sanctuary first and see if he knows anything. And then we can move from there. How long do we got? Last time I checked, it was 3 months.
Oh, time's passed now.
Couple weeks have passed.
All right, so we have 2 months. All right.
Yes, I'll give it that.
I mean, regardless of what we do, we still, I think, my understanding is have to reset some things. So we still have to have my great-grandfather present.
Well, just make sure he doesn't go talk with my brother. Just make sure those two don't meet up.
Why? Because they're both Nazis?
In their own
He's
respects,
not
yes.
a Nazi.
I mean,
I've never said that he was.
why are you so insistent on him not being a Nazi there, Saber?
He's actually not a Nazi.
Okay, he's a National Socialist.
Right. Which is short. What's shorthand for National Socialist Party?
Mm-hmm.
You're saying
Except it was only in the
Nazi.
case of that particular period in Germany.
He made a good point. He has lived in exile for many, many years
I'm
to
sorry,
pay
did-
for his.
Did you just
For
say that
longer
the
than-
Nazis had a good point?
No, that's what I said. I said
longer than-
he.
He shouldn't
I
even have
said
been alive.
he.
They invented Volkswagen. That's still cool, right?
No, I said
Volkswagen also created tanks during the war, so you know.
straw man.
That was their job.
Argument. I said
Somebody's
he.
here.
Somebody is here.
I don't know.
No, I disagree with that. Anyway, it's possible that he has,
Oh my, go away!
hey, you be nice to my mother.
Get him, Jim. Get him.
She's a saintly woman.
So I just wanted to go over a couple other things while you guys discussing that. Once again, hashtag Justice for HC. Your popularity is the highest it's ever been. I mean, not just even between the YouTube kids and the millennials. Your popularity is high across the board.
Even on Tinder.
Who has Tinder?
Even on Facebook.
Why do you have a Tinder, Imperium? Shouldn't it be Grinder?
Oh.
Who says it isn't?
I think technically
Even
he's too young to
Facebook.
have a Grinder account. But,
Yeah.
you know.
Famous people don't believe in age restrictions.
No, we don't have. We don't have.
Mayhew. I don't think he has to worry about that.
We don't have Grinder. We have the superhero relationship app. That is only for superheroes.
Is it Super Grinder?
It was created by Saber himself and distributed.
What is the superhero dating program called? I know celebrities have one.
Right. There's got to be a superhero.
Cape.
Doesn't Cape get used a lot?
I don't know. Does it?
It's not masks.
Super suited.
It probably is masks.
Probably.
So,
It'd be really hard to date, though. Everyone was wearing masks. I mean,
A little tasteful anonymity.
We call it spandex.
it's like, ooh, I really like that spider costume. Ooh.
do you need to step out on your lowest?
Wow.
It's like the Ashley,
I mean,
Madison.
wow.
It's like the Ashley Madison for supers.
Oh gosh.
I mean, wow. This is the turn for the terrible. So, besides that, what were you saying, Mr. Game Master?
I'll just add, your popularity is really high right now,
Except for me.
except for you.
Oh, poor.
No, listen. I wore a T-shirt with you on it.
Because everyone thought I was dead. So I was cool. Now that I'm back, nobody cares again.
Hey, your yandere girlfriend cares.
Who?
I care.
Your yandere girlfriend.
I have a girlfriend?
The girl that was stalking you?
Yeah, that girl.
That girl.
My girlfriend?
She cares.
She cares about you, and you should totally date her. Because otherwise, I worry about you. You're gonna lose your humanity.
I'm not human.
He never had any.
Well, we're trying to get you some humanity. God dang it!
Yeah, we're trying to get you some human.
Delicious.
No.
Right. Right.
We had this whole conversation. My people do not breed the same way that yours do. Remember, you guys talked about
Yeah,
exploring
they released
all
their,
over
they,
eggs.
they released their semen into the stream.
Right.
We had a whole conversation about this.
We did,
We did. And it was
The more you
great.
explain this to her, the further she is into you.
and I remember it.
Oh God!
I'm totally telling her
she's actually a furry, and so
every juicy detail.
the two of
I
you.
don't have
She's
fur.
waiting for you in a stream.
No, it's just the two of you can yiff to your heart's content, and
Wow.
Oh.
I just enjoy watching
So
Drew.
again,
I just enjoy
we-
watching Drew during these interactions.
we have gone so far afield.
yeah,
Popular,
I don't think we have.
We're really
but,
super popular.
Hey Jim, guess what happens when you're super popular?
You get stalked?
And also, there's really weird fantasies out there about you.
It's true.
I don't even want to read the
Fan fiction?
Fanfics.
the slash fic.
Yeah.
I typed
You know
in
what that?
I typed in Empyrean's name into Google the other day, and it just auto filled in feet after it.
Yep.
Wow.
No, you know what's funny? There's probably like slash fic of Empyrean and Drake because we have that weird awkward moments between each other.
It's like- What is weapons? The weapon tentacle porn? Is that it?
Probably. Yeah, you said it.
Well, I'm gonna do a AMA if I'm super popular.
You do that. So you want to go ahead and mark off the conditions?
I don't know. Do you want me to?
You're going to get asked about it.
Okay.
That was a bad choice on your part.
That probably was a bad choice on my part. What was I thinking?
What?
You weren't.
My
What?
Dune track goes up. Because I was talking about it openly.
And
Is it?
everyone in the city is copying her by wearing weird cosplay metal all over
Like,
themselves.
implants and prosthetics
Right.
and stuff. Stupid people.
That you're gonna like your doom is fast approaching.
Yep.
Yep.
Our fame
No.
is our fame is going to destroy you.
Mhm.
It's not
Especially
like
when there's
Express
makeup
Train.
tutorials for Look
Hi.
Like Gauntlet.
Yep. Look like Gauntlet.
The sad
Um,
thing is I came up with the hashtag. So
Except you meant it sarcastically.
The new style is there's people now, gluing LED lights to them.
Oh
Uh-huh.
no.
So I have
Wearing red contacts.
stop othering me.
Katie has green lights though.
But she has a red eye, doesn't she?
Nope.
No.
Look at the
Green.
picture.
Oh, true.
I got a question, Chris.
Yes.
So during that time frame where all that stuff was going on, I was supposed to meet with Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm. You didn't meet with Sanctuary.
Oh, okay. I didn't
You are
meet
just
with
back now.
Sanctuary.
You
Oh,
went to
okay.
Coachella. How was
How-
Coachella, by the way?
I went where?
Coachella?
Coachella.
What was I doing at Coachella?
Music?
You
You
are a
know-
musician.
Right.
I told what is it? Akbar, I didn't want to have those shrooms. I don't remember anything.
Okay.
Shrooms.
You just slipped into the dark bed and everything went black.
We will
Hey,
start
hey,
with Balance.
Shrooms.
Hmm?
Balance has the chip. Is there anything you want to say, do, anyone you need to talk to? Anything you want to prepare for?
Yeah. I'm gonna go talk to what's his name? The counselor guy.
You want to talk?
Simon Chow.
Yeah, him.
You want to talk to Crimson Mask?
That's it. That's the guy.
He was out of town last time.
He is back in town.
He was at Coachella.
The mask is back in town.
He was at in Coachella. He was at Coachella. Half the heroes were a little known fact. Most of the heroes in the city are part of rock bands.
Right?
Wow. So I'm not.
My favorite is Johnny Errant and the Gatecrashers, obviously.
Sure.
They're also brain surgeons and rocket scientists,
Mm-hmm.
all at the same time.
My favorite is We
There.
Could Be Giants.
Their Wild Ponies album is just amazing.
Oh my god.
I like We Could Be Giants because they can grow and shrink like I can.
So
Make
I'm
for
going
a
to see
good
if he
show.
can talk me down from some of these conditions. And then I want to see if he's got any advice on this new aspect of my power set that seems to be cropping up, where all of a sudden duplicates get made.
You fucked.
First of all, he's a Harvard graduated therapist and psychiatrist
Mm-hmm.
who also just happens to be a master martial artist and master of chi.
Exactly.
It's a class you can take at Harvard.
Exactly, master of chi. Yes.
Yep.
Is there like a
Usually give you the
master's in
certificate.
theology?
It's like a degree. He's
Yeah.
got like a bunch of letters after his name, like M. Chi.
Exactly. Exactly. So I don't actually think that is anything unusual on your power. I think it is just I think you got used. I think that is still part of your power set.
It's not a part that I'm familiar with. How would I go about mastering that part? Gaining some sort of control over that part.
He kind of smiles at you. Getting a hold of your split personalities.
Hmm.
Deny that.
Hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Balance says, "Why?"
I'm
But
assuming he's
everything's
talking
fine,"
about
and
my-
walks away.
I'm assuming he's talking about my others, but
Mm-hmm.
The ones that you deny exist.
well, I've stopped denying. I'm here in therapy.
Well, we've made a step forward.
Yep.
Hmm.
Start practicing. Start
So-
mastering the other side of your power set, the one you keep on avoiding.
Which one is that?
Your mind is one of the most powerful minds on this planet.
Oh, I totally
You
forgot.
You have
Oh, that's right.
virtually
I'm Professor
unlimited-
X.
unlimited psychic abilities, as well as your telepathic and telekinetic abilities.
You say that like I should know how to use it, but I really don't.
I understand, but it has to come up. That's why you're losing control. Your irrationality. I believe.
Until I can figure out how to do that, have you got something I can try to regain control once it's lost?
Meditation.
Meditation.
Clear your mind.
Okay, I'm going to try that.
He sits down. So he is going. Going.
You can also have me slap the shit out of you.
There is
I
also
appreciate
that.
the offer.
It's a backup.
And I don't deny that it may be required at some point.
And that's the problem. There's no dice I can roll, so you find the right one here.
What do you need to roll dice for?
Well, how do I help him heal?
Oh, I don't think you can.
Exactly.
You can just have him clear conditions, right?
No, wasn't there?
If he meets the conditions,
Don't one of the
Yeah, you
adult
have a
moves clear conditions?
yeah, but once again, that requires a dice roll on my side, which I don't
Oh,
make.
yeah, that's true.
That's only if you guys have them.
Yep. Huh.
Hmm. Okay.
Roll
Okay.
to pierce the mask
So
on your
I am
Just,
going to go ahead.
I think you just removed them because it's a GM move.
Okay. He is going to remove your afraid.
Okay.
With some
Are you
good
gonna
old
reject his-
fashioned. Oh,
What?
Are you going to reject his influence?
It's a
No, I am not.
You are no longer afraid.
Well, I appreciate it. I feel better.
Drake, you have the disc now. What are you doing?
is that like the talking stick?
Well, I need to go talk to Sanctuary, so that's what I'm going to go do. I was supposed to do that before I went on my music trip. But, music is more important than the destruction of the Solar Forge.
Apparently. I don't
Dark
make
bad
these
talk.
Oh,
You find Sanctuary Obviously, it's still got a bunch of kids running around it, a bunch of homeless, but it does seem to be calm and collected here. As you go in, you find Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
Hey, Sanctuary. Or Ben, I would probably call him Ben. Hey, Ben,
My lord, you are back.
can we talk in private real quick?
Of course. He takes you into chambers. How
Hey,
can I help?
we seem to be having an issue with the with my sanctuary, my library. Apparently, something has caused the Solar Forge to meld with my sanctuary, and so right now it's like the Solar Forge is acting like a foreign body is in it and is trying to repel it, like if you gave somebody an organ transplant without the medication.
It's like half vanilla, half chocolate.
Except for it'll destroy the universe.
It destroyed the universe. I thought it would just destroy this planet.
Well, it's explosive chocolate.
Huh.
In this analogy, the universe is a dog.
That's right.
And the chocolate is sugar
It's
free.
deadly.
Right.
All of this is indeed a lot of information to hear. How can I help in this situation?
Well, is there anything that you know that we could do? Because I know back home there was some kind of balance, and I know that my father's side of the family was tied to something similar to the Solar Forge, because the Solar Forge reacts to me and my brother as if we were lords of the Solar Forge. So I'm wondering if there's some kind of connection when that one guy destroyed our planet. It set in motion events that we cannot control.
Well, fortunately, I am not a librarian, but why don't you seek guidance from the library itself?
Okay. Well, I should probably do that. I was wondering if you had anything before I went and engaged on
Unfortunately,
that.
I am not a librarian. I do not.
Okay. Thank you. If you need anything, just let me know, Ben.
Of course. Thank you, my lord.
Yep. And I head out, Chris, and attempt to go talk to the library.
Okay. Empyrean. Maybe you should unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Any plans, anything you're doing?
Well, yes, I'm going to mediate a meeting between my father and my great-grandfather.
Because that'll never go wrong.
Couldn't.
This should be a peaceful thing.
Could be. I'm making sure that, you know, it's that and that my aunt isn't invited yet, if we can avoid that. Because she's such a loving caregiver, you know.
Is she June's mother?
No.
No.
No,
Nope.
fortunately.
So yeah, I'm going to get them in a room together. I will talk with Dad first. He says he's willing to help.
So, how are you going to get James there? Or what are you doing about James?
Well, I'm going to first start by asking permission, or for Dad to grant me permission to bring him. And then if he'll grant me permission, I will escort him, hopefully via a private jet. We could even have the Morenos act as third-party mediators.
He must stay away from the forge.
But you know that's part of what you're going to have to negotiate, right?
Maybe.
Okay.
But he will stay away from the forge for now.
Okay, so do you think... Well, do I have your permission to see if the Morenos will host him?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to go talk to Saber.
Sheba,
Yeah.
Hey,
talking to.
do you think that your father and you would be willing to host my great-grandfather while we do some mediation between he and the family?
Probably, yeah.
All right. So my father is asking that you or the Morenos sort of keep an eye on him and make sure that he doesn't attempt to approach the forge without permission.
Okay.
Are you willing to act in that capacity?
Act as his watchdogs.
I will do it as much as possible.
I don't see why not.
I mean, obviously you might want to clear that with your dad.
Right. Just off top, I don't see why it would be an issue, but I'll talk to him.
All right. Let me know as soon as you find out, and then you want to head out with me to pick him up in Montana?
Sure.
If all of that gets approved?
I'm down.
Okay. Let me know, and I will communicate that to the rest of my family, and then we can get this moving along. One more thing.
Yeah.
So, just between me and you.
Mm-hmm.
All kidding aside, I really don't know that I like the idea of the library and the forge merging. You can say whatever you want, but you've seen how the dark bad affects people. What is beyond the outer gates is not the ken for this universe.
I have seen what it does when it's the only force. But I've never seen it a mix. Except for Drake. And I like Drake.
Yes, but when he uses it to, crush people's minds and try to murder them?
Well, sure. That's bad.
Okay.
I'm just saying, the dark
That's
bad...
what I'm saying.
If the dark bad was all there was, then yes, I agree. Absolutely, it should not be allowed.
But
I'm just saying, I haven't seen good scientific data on the interaction between the two forces.
Really? Because my data, by observing Drake, is do you really want to inflict that inner struggle on me, my family, June?
I don't know. Is the force going to extend it to everyone? We don't know how this is going to work.
Why risk it?
I'm just saying you shouldn't throw it out without thinking about it.
Oh, I've thought about it.
Anyway, we're not going to be the one to decide it. So.
Okay.
But no, I don't want any of it in June, really. Not really.
Right.
Could make it more interesting for you later on in life. I'm just saying.
Well, sure. He's not, thinking that far ahead.
Just something to think about.
Okay. I'd like to, get a chance to. Would that let me bring any equipment near the forge? I would love to get readings.
Yeah, I can arrange that.
Awesome. All right, I'll call my dad. I'll let you know.
Okay.
So when it gets around to me, I will call my dad.
I depart.
Okay.
And the guy did not deserve to blow his own head off.
Gauntlet.
That is
John
Yes.
message.
That's what I'm saying.
You?
What about me?
Anyone you need to talk to? Anything you need to do?
Yeah, I need to go talk to Professor Ted.
Mr. T.
Professor Ted.
Professor T Money.
Okay. You knock on his office door. He invites you in. You see, it's an interesting place, being an alien archaeologist, technical guy. It's got an interesting mix of equipment and artifacts and all alien of design.
Hey, can you fix this?
He has you come and sit down on a table. Starts pulling out some machinery. Starts doing some scan. You are definitely. You have not been anywhere near as strong as you normally are, and you are leaking.
Leaky.
Ew.
Yeah. Ew.
According to this, you're a couple quarts low and overdue.
Let's get that oil change going.
In that book, do you remember what the condition clear on it was?
Somebody has to be it and repair me.
Okay.
That's why I went to talk to him. I figured
I can repair
Okay.
you.
he would have the know-how. No, it's too creepy if you do it.
Why would it be creepy?
He has you lay down.
Sound like I'm
Machinery is
repairing
put
your
over you.
intimates.
Because I'd have to lay down, and then there's machinery over me, and I'm leaking, and I'm too embarrassed.
Oh, all right.
I'll be right
That's
back.
fair.
guys.
Embarrassed makes sense.
It takes about 2 hours, but you are undamaged. Your machinery comes online. Your readings, your head-up display comes up properly.
Woo!
You start getting the proper feed from the alien language that's always talking to you.
What?
The alien language that is always talking to you.
What's it saying?
You haven't focused much on it, so you're not sure.
It's just like a Twitter stream.
What's it saying,
Some-
though?
Do you attempt to try to understand it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
It's basically generally giving warnings.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna unleash my powers on it.
It is your power.
Yeah, I know, but I can extend my senses, so I was with that. So I was thinking I would be able to understand it.
So you're gonna do it that way. Okay, make a roll.
I mean, I can. Nine.
Are you doing a market condition? Or you want me to tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary?
I'm gonna go with that latter. Or I guess the latter.
So, the alien voice that you're kind of hearing starts to modulate till it sounds exactly like your own subconscious.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like a T-Pain song.
Like all auto-tuned.
Yep.
Nope. So it's sounding exactly like your own internal voice.
Huh. That's interesting because my internal voice sounds like Vanessa Redgrave.
Exactly.
What?
I don't know. What's it saying?
It is basically just giving you a reading, giving you the explaining the human in front of you.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell Professor Ted about that.
The voice stops.
This alien thinks that you're weird.
You're listening to me now.
What?
You're listening to me now.
What? Hold on. What?
You've spent the last couple years ignoring me.
New alien robot body? Who dis?
The new alien robot body.
Wow.
You can talk to yourself now.
Neat. Well, what should I call you?
Would you like me to initiate to finish the process?
No.
There's almost a sigh.
Can you reverse the process?
No.
Sad.
No.
How do we turn it off?
We don't turn it off.
See, these are not good answers.
They're the greatest answers.
Also, you should have a name. Is it V'ger?
Like Zoombop Beetlederp.
It is neither one of those.
You sure it's not Zoombop Beetleburp?
I like that one best. That's what we should call it.
Well, what species are you? Where are you from? How was your
And
day?
can you reverse it? And can you reverse this?
I asked him that already.
Uh-huh. Just keep asking him.
Right.
Eventually he's going to slip up.
So how would we go about reversing this? Well, let's say we're going forward. Then we want to go the other way. How do we do that?
We are a tool of discovery and war.
I don't-
Christmas.
I don't know if
We
those
like
go
to find things and then fight them.
I don't think those go together. I say.
Find new people and then we kill them in the face.
I say,
Yep.
forgetting all of European history.
Christopher Columbus style.
They seem like they go hand in hand.
Which one comes first?
The chicken.
Discovery always comes first.
And then you don't like what you find, and so you wage war upon it? Or you like what you find and want to own it? And so
We
you
assimilate it.
assimilate it.
Now who's the Nazi?
Nazis don't assimilate.
They were kind of like anti-assimilation. It was kind of their deal.
KT, I'm thinking your new friend is bad. You probably shouldn't associate with him anymore.
Not a new friend, and
And it has your own voice, so it's not a him.
also I've never wanted to be friends, and
Yeah. Just some brotherly advice. I wouldn't hang out with that chick anymore. She seems cray.
She does seem cray.
There is much cray involved.
Well, you should start at the beginning.
A very good place to start.
I will slowly destroy your mind and devour your body.
That's the beginning.
I will. Yes. I will then use my new body to continue the war of discovery.
The War of Discovery.
Take it from me, a guy who
take
knows
this-
cray. She sound cray.
To take this planet over.
Balance is certified. Cray.
But all of my friends are here. You can't take over this planet.
They will be devoured also
Why don't you go take over Venus?
because I came here.
Well, why don't you get out of me and go to Venus?
Because you are the host.
Well, I don't want to be the host anymore.
Doesn't matter. You won't be here much longer.
I don't like you.
I'm not pleased with you either.
Well, now you're fighting with yourself.
That's right.
How does that feel, KT?
Pretty normal.
Right.
Par for the course. Well, I'm gonna tell Professor Ted everything that I just told myself.
Okay. He is taking notes down.
It wants to take over everybody, starting with me.
We have kind of noticed that.
I would like it to not do that. Especially the
You're
part
not.
involving me.
I have a new data stream. I will start reviewing that next. Seba!
Well, great. Now I'm sad.
Yeah.
What you want to do?
I'm gonna change my name first.
Ooh, what's the new name?
The name is Arclight.
You can't just change your name. You got to get a whole new costume and
I am.
Oh.
Gonna make
You
it-
got to totally rebrand yourself.
I am.
Wait, what?
Are you really?
I'm launching a campaign
Why?
because I don't actually ever use my sword.
But your saber.
The sword is deadly.
All right.
What's your
I'm
new
not.
costume?
So are you doing what we've talked about you doing?
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm going with these ion exchange gauntlets, basically. So they cause essentially a electric overload to anything they touch.
Are you keeping your same playbook? You have to, right?
I'm gonna try to switch playbooks later, but for now,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I'm just going with the device as my main weapon
I was
instead
about to
of.
say, you haven't made out with the teammate yet, so you can't switch playbooks.
I know. I've got all these drives I got to get through.
Yep.
Your saber, baby.
Truthfully,
Let's do a weapon.
the playbook he's going to go to, one of the things it can gain is the beacon's drives.
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Which one are you going with? The star?
The brain. The brain came out.
The brain? I haven't seen. Is it a new book?
Yeah, Chris just posted them today.
Posted them where?
the playbooks can be posted.
Maybe he'll repost them.
Where did you post them?
Nowhere. I would never do such a thing. If you want the playbooks, you have to buy them yourself, spending your hard-earned money.
Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
right.
That's a good point, Chris. I didn't think of that. Thank you.
So, if I remember right,
But yes,
switching playbooks. So, were you going to take one of the big advances on it?
I don't know how that works actually.
It's basically this. When you have the normal advance, then every
Right.
5 you can take the later advances.
So my
into
next
later-
my next advance is a big advance. So
Yeah, my
So-
next advance is
all you have to do is fill a roll.
I need to fail 2 rolls technically.
Okay.
Are you at that point too?
I need 2 more points and then that'll be my 5th advance.
I've had my 1, 2, 3, 4. I've had my 5. Now I can actually my next advance.
Well, that's because you
Fine,
fail
my-
rolls all the time.
Yeah, because I'm useless. Yeah.
Sometimes I'd like to fail more rolls so I can actually get points.
So, by the way, everyone, in your ARC chat, in your chats, Saber name disappears and is replaced with Arclight, which does
Yep.
one important thing. He puts him at the top of the alphabetical listing.
Oh, you son of a.
Son of a.
Haha.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I have
Wasn't
no problem
I
with
at the
this.
front? Wasn't I at the very beginning?
No,
No,
I believe that
balance.
would be balance.
Unbalanced, yeah. And then it was me.
Mm-hmm.
With
I'm
one
still at the
smooth-
bottom, so
with
it's
one
all good.
Swift stroke.
Well, I'm going to change my name to the Aardvark.
That's right.
You're still after me. Ha!
No, Aardvark be first.
That wouldn't.
It's 2
Two
A's.
A's.
2 A's.
It's 2 A's.
No, it's a good point. It is 2 A's. Isn't it?
We can't have Arclight. He can't spell.
Damn you.
Wow.
Thing is, though, he is actually Arclight with 2 A's.
Yep, I'm changing
Wait,
it.
what?
2 A's.
What?
Just like at work, I've got the name Aaron spelled with 3 A's.
Exactly.
3 A's. What?
That's too many A's.
That is too many A's.
So your father, actually, it's not your father. Your father is kind of busy to get them there, but basically, your mother took your sister and brother to
Okay.
Europe for a mini vacation while she recovers,
Okay.
From exhaustion.
and being
And being, mind controlled.
controlled by an
And have your
evil
hand
AI.
broken by weapon. Which I have not forgotten about.
I gave you the choice.
What was the choice again? Remind me.
You do it or I do it.
I wasn't breaking my own sister's hand. That's not a choice.
You didn't even try to take the phone from her. You just stood there and looked at me.
Why
The
would you
phone
want
was
him?
inside you.
Why would you want him to harm his sister?
Because she had a phone, my phone, that she stole, and if she was able to use it, she could have gotten whatever robot thing was inside her into the actual internet, which is the robot's ultimate goal, is to take over everything. And that's the best way to do that. And so the options were get the phone away from her or lose.
But you were all around her. I actually couldn't even see the phone.
I did the only thing I could think of. And it was a lot better than killing her. I feel like that's growth. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like that's growth.
No, it's not just you. It's growth. Good job.
Not killing her was a great decision.
No, and,
We'd have to start this
and-
game over because
and growth. Listen, positive reinforcement.
Mhm.
good job not killing people.
Right, growth.
It wasn't your sister, Empyrean.
I wouldn't be able to break any of Empyrean's siblings' hands, I don't think.
Yeah, you can break most of my siblings' hands. I'm not saying you shouldn't hold a grudge or like it. I'm just
What?
saying
Okay, no,
And on
stop,
his
stop,
point.
stop. This is crap. You can't just blame me.
no, I don't. I'm totally. It's
What
fine.
else could I have done? Saber, What else could I have done?
Saber can totally blame you. You broke his sister's hand. It's gonna
What
take
else
time.
could I have
It's gonna
done?
take time.
You don't answer me. I can't do anything about it.
And you call me a monster for using dark black, and I have never once harmed one of your siblings.
No,
Yeah.
you just tried to make a guy
You
commit
You just
suicide.
almost made the guy commit suicide. I don't know if that's better.
Right.
Right, but I keep my friends'
You're
families
not-
out of it.
Well, yes, that is true.
You're not helping your kids.
So yeah, I'll try to see if I can get a hold of one of my parents.
Yeah, you can reach your dad.
Okay. Hey. So, do you know it's your grandfather, right? Empyrean.
James Mayhew.
Do you know Asher's grandfather
Great,
James?
it's great grandfather.
or great grandfather?
James, yes.
Would you be willing to host him while he is here? They're negotiating over what to do about the Solar Forge, and it sounds like Hyperion doesn't want him near the Solar Forge at the beginning, at least.
You know, that makes sense from that makes sense from Hyperion's view.
He didn't seem so bad when I talked to him, but
He is a troublesome person.
And a Nazi.
not a Nazi.
He wasn't a Nazi. He was just maybe a little bit too close to Nazis.
Yes.
Hitler wasn't a bad person. He just had bad people do bad
He was-
things for him.
He was friends with the wrong people. That's all.
James Mayhew is no more Nazi than Henry Ford was.
So yeah, he wants us to, house him and kind of keep an eye on him. I
That
didn't
would
think-
be fine.
I didn't think it'd be a
Just
problem, but I wanted to check.
Keep it low profile.
Okay.
No matter what I think of the man, the publicity
Sure.
could become negative.
Okay. Also, I'm going to get some readings of the Solar Forge while it's, merging. I'm very, very curious.
Well, it's down for maintenance.
Right. What sort of changes it's going through and what sort of energy it emits. Never had a chance to get that close.
Be careful.
Oh well, I'll keep you updated. Oh, I'm changing my name. It starts with an A now, so I'm like at the top of the list. Comes up immediately. That's awesome.
I saw the post.
Oh, nice.
I saw the I saw the invoices with the what is that? What are those called?
Consultants.
Oh, the
Consultants,
the consultants.
The
Yeah.
image
the
consultants.
media consultants, the image consultants about the name change and the
Yeah, what would really hit with the market?
It's
exactly.
popping right now.
And my costume designers.
Yeah, but now you're going to be the artist formerly known as Saber.
Nope, that's not what's going to happen.
So, weapon. Before we get to weapon, one minor thing. For a while in the newspapers, you all notice a weird thing that happens in the newspapers when they're talking about your group. You can decide if you're annoyed by it or what. But it does come across as ArcLight and hashtag for justice.
That's not our hashtag, first of all.
Hashtag justice for HC.
And second of all, no.
How about this?
No.
ArcLight and hashtag for justice for HC featuring Gauntlet.
I'm actually not bothered by any of that.
Actually, that doesn't bother me either. Like, whatever.
See, I think it should be Arclight and hashtag Justice for HC featuring Arclight.
How about we just call it the Arclight Experience?
That's right.
I like it. I'm gonna put a right in. Now you can have the Arclight Experience.
Okay, weapon. You get the disc, even though the disc disappeared.
The disc disappeared.
I would like to talk to Empyrean.
Yeah.
So I've been thinking.
Okay.
So your argument for not hard resetting the forge is that it will get infected with the dark bad, right?
Permanently infected with the dark bad, yes.
How do you know for sure?
Because that's what I was told.
Because I believe what I'm told.
While it was off and resetting, is there a way that we could fight away the dark bad and keep it from getting near the forge for long enough?
Well, yeah, by destroying the library.
A way that doesn't involve destroying somebody's home. Like, my family's already trying to do that. We shouldn't try to do that with anything else.
No, I agree. I'm torn.
I'm torn, but fuck his home.
I know where his true loyalties lie.
I feel bad about it.
Earth, right? That's terrible, but you know,
right. Earth. I get it. Totally.
Earth first. I'm willing to examine any of that kind of possibility weapon, honestly.
Because if we can find a way to hold it back for long enough, we can.
Hard resets.
I don't know how long it takes to hard reset. Is the thing. I don't really know much about your Solar Forge thingy.
Why don't you come to the meeting with my grandfather and my father, and we can ask some questions.
Let's do it.
All right. Why don't you come out with me and Saber to pick my grandfather up, if that's what happens? I'm waiting on Saber's call. I'm sorry. I'm waiting on Arclight's call.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, he had to rebrand himself in the middle of a crisis.
Yeah. I mean, the media attention was falling away from him, so.
Oh no, it totally makes sense. I say in all seriousness.
Yeah, it does.
Right.
So he needed it's like, you know how when Brangelina break up every time a movie with one of the minute comes on or is about to be released? It builds interest for the crisis.
No, absolutely.
That's why our Twitch feed has so many viewers.
Right. All of this makes sense to me.
I've been reading up on media presence because I don't have one, so I'm trying to.
Oh, you have one.
Not a good one, is what I mean. Trying to improve my media presence. I'm trying to not Logan Paul this whole scenario.
All right, yeah.
Too late. Oh.
Did you see Logan Paul's latest controversy?
No.
Nope.
He was going to break one of his best friend's sister's hands.
Oh man.
Oh, come on.
Okay, and we will pause first break there.
Babies don't cost as many.